Heartwood Online was released few days ago, and if you are looking for beginner's guide, this video is best for you. Alright boys and girls, welcome to Heartwood Online. So the first thing we are going to do is from selecting the server that you want to play. So this is your character. You can create at least, I think, 5 characters with different class if you want. And then you can choose the server that you want depending on the area where you are playing. And that is the matter of the ping. Look at this. There's a lot, or there's a red ping in here. So since I'm living in the Philippines, so we are in Asia, so it's best for me to play in Asian server. But you have all of these servers here. There's a lot. I think there are 18. That makes the server less crowded when you are playing. So you just need to choose where is the best server for you. For me, I'm going to Cherry Blossom, or I can go with Thornshed. I'm gonna play with it. All right, so that's how you can choose the server or the world that you want. And then the next one is that you will spawn in here. You need to have this fur trapper quest, which will have you a progressional quest that will help you a lot in game. Beginner's tip, you just need to follow what these guys want. So you just need to grind up all those things because it will also give you item, not only experiences. Also, if you have one here, you can have your own bank where you can store your items so that you can have a lot of inventory in your own bag. Also, these things can be used in the future if you have a lot to store, especially if you are a businessman in this game where you like to hold on items and then sell them later on in the game. Also, we have the merchant here named Geraldo where you can sell or buy some stuff. We have some level 6 wooden buckler. For me, since I'm a warrior, this is best for me. It costs 250, or you can just sell your stuff here for 2 gold. I can sell 10 soft hide or 2 gold each. So that's how you can do it. So let me try. So look at that. I have 20 gold, and there you go. That will be very useful. So later on in the game, you can use this, and also you can have this if you have gold. You can buy these things since they will have, or they will give you an advantage early on in this game. Now, when it comes to combat, I really recommend that you will get anything that the mobs drop because it will be useful for gold. You can sell it early on in the game, such as this small game meat. Though it doesn't have any benefit right now because it says that it plus 0 health. Maybe they will add it later in the game because some players just leave this loot behind, so it will be useful for you. So take note, guys, also that if you take an aggro, other players cannot attack the same mobs that you're attacking unless you are in a party. So just take note of that. And then also there are 2 types of mobs in this game. One is the not aggressive mobs, which has a yellow HP bar, and for the aggressive mob, so this is the aggressive mob that has a red health bar where it doesn't need you to hit it first, then you will just normally get an aggro if you go closer. And yeah, look at that. Just careful with the red HP mobs because they are aggressive mobs in the game. Also, guys, take note that you can lure mobs in here, which is very useful for you to level up faster. As long as you can handle certain amount of mobs, then you are free to lure them, such as this guy. Yeah, it will be very useful since you have a aerial attack, especially for warrior, where we can hit multiple targets at the same time. Also, our skill, and just look at that, I'm killing 2 deers or stag at the same time. And also, if you get level 2, you will have your first self heal skill here, which is that thing there. It will be very handy if you're grinding. And also, when you reach level 5, you will have your first combat skill. And since I'm a warrior, I have this thing here, which is useful since it can inflict damage in multiple mobs. So it will be very useful if you're grinding. Self heal, and yeah, I hit 2 mobs at the same time with 138 XP. So that is very useful for me so that I can level up fast. Now let's go to your bag. As you can see here, you have your equipments equipped in here. You also have your inventory. You can use all these things. Also, you have your gold indicator and the shard. And we also have our tool belt holds the equipments or the tools that you can use. So you can have or 3 tools at the same time. So right now I'm using pickaxe and axe. So that means that I am able to mine at the same time, and also I am able to woodcat at the same time. Now, speaking of which, we are going to go to our skills. So skills, or as you can see here, we have a lot of skills right now. So we have mining, woodcutting, fishing, blacksmithing, carpentry, tailoring, leatherworking, herbalism. So herbalism, first is you can have this herbal here. You just need to click this, and then you will be punching it or picking it. Then you will have XP, and you will get it in your inventory. As you can see here, it is a cotton that will be later on. I'm gonna explain that it will be used handy for rogues, and I think for mage and priest. So yeah, so if you go in here, you also have wood cutting, so that is very self-explanatory. You can use it, or you can have the XP if you're wood cut. And then also for mining, you can start with tin, or so you can have your coal, such as the one up there. So you can mine it using the skills that you have on your tool belt. Now for the carpentry, you can have one in here. We have a workbench in here. So you can have all of these things. You can craft this, and then you will increase your carpentry XP. So I'm using wood right now. I'm going to make this wood boards here that can be used later on to make some items such as this wood bow or wooden sword and something like that. Okay, now for the tailoring, we have one here where we can use. So this is in this area. So the spawn is in here. So you just need to use your map, and then you will see this thing here where you can use your tailoring skills. And yeah, you can craft all these things here, which will be very useful for mage. And yeah, this is for mage. We have a critical damage. Also for priest, we have this cooldown and health regeneration and focus, as you can see here. So you can use it using your cotton. So yeah, that's how you can use the tailoring. Now, if you go a little bit higher, then you can use, or you can find the inner here where you can have this rudent. So we have one here, and then we can make all this flimsy strides, and that will be very useful for rogue, because you can see here we have a dodge stats. And yeah, this also are level 11, so you can use this if you have that high level, or you can require, or you can meet the requirements of those skills. So those are the things that you need to know. And for warrior, of course, we are going to that area right now. Now for the warrior, you can have this area here, which is for blacksmith, and you can create tin bar. Tin bar is very useful. Then you can create some copper here, where you can also mine in the higher level. And this is for the warrior equipments. I really recommend, guys, early in the game that you will create this tin bar. It's not that hard to create. You just need to have 5 tin bars, which is very useful, and it can be easily gathered. You just need to have this coal chunk here. Also, you can gather a thin chunk here, or just it's scattered around the area or the map of Hardwood. It will be very easy to find. So that thing, or this helmet here, will give you a boost early on in the game. All right, so if you are also a beta tester, you can have your mount here. You go to wardrobe, and then we have a bag tester mount here, and then we need to equip it and press letter Z, and then you will summon your mount. And you can look at this. I have a cockroach mount, and yeah, also have a shop in here. All these things that you can buy in the game using shard. You also have these socials where you can see your friends and the world that they are on, if they are online or offline, public. And also we have a guild in here. We also have a guild, and last but not the least is the talent. So talent is a very useful, because it will be your stat in here. So if you are a warrior in the game, I really recommend that you will go to attack power. So mine has a critical chance because I'm testing something, so that it will be a crit to warrior or something like that. We also have a health regeneration. We have focus for priest, armor for almost everyone, magic power for mage, critical damage also for mage, and dodge we have here for rogue, and cooldown for priest. And yeah, that will be useful for heal. So you can use or experiment around here. Probably we're gonna make some stat guide more deeper on things in in this thing here, in relation for other or in relation with the 4 different classes in the game. So I think that is all in this video of this Ultimate Beginner's Guide in Heartwood Online. I hope that you did learn something, and if you did, leave a like video, click the subscribe button here if you guys so that you won't miss any upload. This is Tuki. Thanks for watching. See you next video.